So, what do a Nigerian tech founder, a YouTube creator, and a small bakery owner have in common? I think they are all modern entrepreneurs, people who spot problems and then create solutions, and they keep adapting no matter what. Entrepreneurship isn't just about starting companies, it's a mindset, seeing opportunities everywhere, and then leveraging tools, let's say, like AI, and building value from scratch. And right now, AI is the ultimate co-founder. Welcome to episode 4 of AI Unlocked, which is brought to you by the SelfSeed podcast. Today, we're exploring how AI is supercharging content creators and entrepreneurs. That means from solo hustlers to industry disruptors. Plus, we'll spotlight maybe unexpected stories, success stories, including Africa's rising tech giants. So buckle up and get ready to roll. All right, so let's first redefine entrepreneurship. It's not just Silicon Valley startups. It's a Ugandan farmer using WhatsApp to sell crops directly to customers. A stay-at-home mom using, monetizing her cooking videos through TikTok. It is a Nigerian developer building AI tools for local businesses. All of these are cases of entrepreneurship. And that brings me to the concept of perpetual entrepreneurship. Perpetual entrepreneurship. In his book, Control Alt Alternate Delete, meet Joel, who is the president of Twist Image and also the author of the book. He says that the biggest challenge that the majority of businesses face today, right, is that most entrepreneurs eventually become business owners. They stop worrying about how to create the future and they begin to worry about how to grow their current revenue baseline. So this highlights the concept of perpetual entrepreneurship, meaning perpetual entrepreneurship is solving problems creatively with whatever tools you have, and then it is iterating constantly because you understand that what worked yesterday might not work tomorrow, right? And then it is using leverage, let's say AI right now, to scale your impact. All of this is perpetual entrepreneurship. Let's say in essence, it is thinking about constant invention and innovation while sustaining growth as your own frontier develops. You might wonder, why does this matter? Well, this matters now because AI can turn one person's army into a competitive force. Like it can turn, if I am doing entrepreneurship by myself, it can turn me to be able to compete with bigger brands, right? So that's why this matters. And stick with me to the end because you'll understand what I mean by saying that AI has given us more power as an entrepreneur, as a content creator, as an educator, anything it has given. It kind of adds power to what you do, all right? Now, before we begin, let's rewind to John Deere, the tractor company. I know most of us have seen John Deere somewhere. Had the Furrow magazine, which wasn't just a catalog. It was a storytelling revolution because it was blending education with branding. It was selling the brand through that magazine as well. And this was just a precursor to modern content marketing. Fast forward to 1900s, we had the Michelin's guidebook. Now Michelin's the tire company, this book turned tire sales into a culinary empire. Today we know Michelin 5-star restaurants and all that. And then radio and TV turned brands like Jello into household names through catchy jingles and recipe ads. Today, AI tools are the new printing press. They're democratizing. Wait, is it democratizing though? Today, AI is the new printing press, democratizing creativity like never before. Let's say tools like Canva, Magic Studio, and ChatGPT, they have dismantled barriers further, enabling just anyone to produce professional-grade content in seconds. Let's say, for instance, a solo creator can now generate a viral TikTok script just using ChatGPT's brainstorming prompts, right? And then he or she can design visuals with Canva, text-to-image AI, and then edit these videos using Runway ML, all without a team or budget. So tools like Midjourney allow fantasy writers to visualize mythical creatures, while 11 Labs clones voices for audiobooks, which echoes the 1930s radio dramas, but just with a hint of AI efficiency, right? All of this mirrors the shift from Michelin's 1900 guidebooks to design, which were designed to boost the tire sales through utility, to AI-driven platform like Surfer SEO, which optimizes content for search engines by analyzing trends. And so the industrial era's assembly lines have given way to digital assembly line. For instance, Opus Clip, I know you haven't heard, but Opus Clip repurposes long-form videos into bite-sized social clips. And then we have something like, let's say, InVideo. It turns scripts into polished videos using AI avatars. All of these tools, you see, they aren't just time savers. They are creativity amplifiers, much like how the printing press scaled ideas, but just now with algorithmic precision. Yeah? Now, before we dive into the next segment, I want to share something special with you. Let me ask, what if the life that you have always imagined isn't just a dream, but a blueprint waiting to be uncovered? I've just released a book that's already, I guess, changing lives. It's called The Blueprint of You. And it's not just your typical self-help guide, right? This book is for anyone who's ever felt stuck, unsure, or like they are this close to their breakthrough, but can't quite grasp it. I don't just preach motivation, right? But I actually hand you the practical toolkit to dismantle self-doubt, align your purpose, and build a life that actually feels like feels like yours, yeah? Feels like Nida, all right? Think of it as a GPS for your soul. Nida is Chinese, by the way. Think of it as a GPS for your soul. Now, with raw stories from my own journey, experiences from becoming, and like, you know, that essence where from I overcome setbacks to helping others unlock their potential. I have just tried to blend wisdom with action. Where inside this book, you'll find exercises that challenge you to rewrite limiting beliefs, strategies to turn someday into today, and frameworks to navigate life's chaos with grit and grace. And now, here's the best part. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's unearthing the you that's been buried under doubt, noise, and the what ifs, you know? Whether you're an entrepreneur scaling your vision, a creator finding your voice, or someone tired of hitting the same walls, I think the blueprint meets you where you are and gives you the map where you want to go, right? Where you are meant to be. So the book is available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, I guess, Stella for Africans, we have a Bariduka for Tanzanians, and many other platforms, any platform that you want. So if you're ready to start building, just grab your copy on Amazon or whatever. The link is also in the description. And if you're craving a deeper dive, just connect with me on LinkedIn for free resources, simple discussions, and maybe even a sneak peek at the first chapter. To everyone listening, your dreams aren't accidental, but they are clues, you know? So let the blueprint help you decode them. Now, back to the episode where we'll explore how AI is reshaping entrepreneurship. But I want you to first ask yourself, what could you build if you had the right blueprint? I have come to understand that entrepreneurship has always thrived on resourcefulness. Medieval guilds protected trade secrets, while industrial revolution titans like, let's say, Carnegie. Yeah, Dale Carnegie. This is the guy who built a steel empire and revolutionized the steel production process. And then we have Rockefeller, who is the guy who revolutionized the oil industry with Standard Oil Company. All these people, all these revolution titans, they scaled industries through innovation. Today, AI is the new steam engine. It is powering startups in unexpected corners of the world, right? Take PalmPay, a Nigerian fintech using AI to detect payment fraud as an example. It is saving millions for African businesses. And then, or you can look at M-Pharma, which is also a Ghanaian startup, which integrates AI for medication management, which in turn reduces waste in a region plagued by supply chain gaps. So all of these stories, they mirror the rise of Silicon Valley, but with a certain twist to this story. AI tools like Jasper.ai and Copy AI can allow entrepreneurs in Nairobi, Dar es Salaam, anywhere to draft multilingual marketing copy, analyze customer data, and automate logistics. Which once before the beginning of time, this task required VC funding. So consider a Kenyan startup founder who can now build a virtual assistant agency using ChatGPT to train his or her team, who in turn this team will be able to serve global clients. A feat unimaginable before AI democratized. Why is it difficult to say democratized? But yeah, it democratized access to scalable labor. Similarly, Moroccan startups use generative AI to personalize education for rural students, which echoes Procter & Gamble 1930s soap operas, but just tailored for the digital age. Now I know what you're thinking. Is it really Procter & Gamble are the ones who did the soap opera? Well, yes, Procter & Gamble put the soap to the opera. Anyways, the fifth industrial revolution isn't confined to tech hubs. Nowadays, there's Peruvian startups. They can leverage AI for e-commerce logistics, while we have these other Mexican innovators can tackle healthcare disparities with predictive analytics. So all these entrepreneurs embody the spirit of Ford's assembly line, which was efficiency through automation, but now we just have AI as the co-founder, right? These entrepreneurs have AI as their co-founder. So tools like Synthesia can create hyper-realistic, hyper-localized video ads in 120 languages, turning Marrakech, you know Marrakech where it is? Yeah, I hope you know. Marrakech artisans craft into a global brand just overnight. And I actually read somewhere that Safaricom, the Kenyan telecom company and one of the biggest telecom companies in Africa, uses chatbots to resolve 40% of their queries, freeing humans for complex issues. I mean, that's today's development, isn't it? So, from John Deere's The Furrow magazine, I don't know if you pronounce it The Furrow or The Furrow, but I hope you understand that magazine, right? From that John Deere's magazine called The Furrow to AI-generated blogs, the core of content creation remains the same: solving problems through storytelling. That's content creation, right? You try to solve problems using storytelling. Similarly, entrepreneurship has always been about leveraging tools. So whether it was with guilds in those ages, factories, or right now we have algorithm. In entrepreneurship, you leverage the tools you have around to scale your impact. So AI isn't a disruptor. It's the latest chapter in humanity's quest to democratize, guys, come on. Democratize. Why is this word? I have democracy in my head. Democratize. Innovation. So as Adobe's Firefly AI transformed text into arts, and platform like Yodayo empowers anime creators, we are all witnessing a renaissance where creativity and commerce converge, proving that the future of work isn't automated but profoundly human, right? So your mission this week: just learn the history of content creation and its relation to technology, then share your thoughts about this episode with me on social media at Able Daily. Next time, by grace, we are wrapping up this short series, and we are wrapping it up with the future of AI and skills you need to thrive. I know if you've listened to the Future Forward series, I hope you've got some skills in there. So spoiler, the future is brighter than you think. Anyways, see you next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and don't forget to subscribe. There's like a button to follow the show or subscribe if you like this content. And if you have suggestions, I'm always looking forward to hearing what should I talk about. SelfSeed, we are planting one seed at a time. Ciao, see you next time.